Hey guys, Plant-Based Gabriel here, and today I'm going to be making my easy oil-free crispy tofu. Now all we're going to need for this recipe is one 12-ounce package of extra firm, super extra firm, I've seen at the grocery store, really just a firm tofu. We're also going to need a dry spice mix of a half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and then 1 teaspoon of onion powder. And we're also going to need a 1/4 of a cup of a whole wheat flour. You can also use oat flour as a substitute for the wheat flour as a gluten-free option. We're also going to need a large bowl to do the mixing, a knife to cut up our tofu, and we're also going to be baking this in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes at 375 degrees. So go ahead and get that oven preheated, and I'm going to bring you guys in here and we're going to get started on this recipe. The first thing that I like to do is take the tofu, and I'm just going to use a knife to cut the side, let the water drain out, give it one more cut there. All right. And I do not press the tofu. I still want it to have a little bit of moisture. So we're going to use this just like it is. So now let's move on over to the cutting board. All right, now I like to cut my tofu just like this. I'm going to go ahead and give it 3 cuts down the middle. So we've got 3 good pieces there. And then I like to use about a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch pieces. So I'm going to go there. And then I'm going to cut this all the way through. Okay, so we have our pieces of tofu ready to go. Now I'm just going to take my bowl and fill it up with my tofu pieces. And then I'm just going to take my ingredients. Now I like to take the dry spice mix and mix it in with the flour first, kind of get it mixed well. And then I just go on in and put it in there, and then we're just going to toss it. Now we're going to make sure we got all of the tofu nice and mixed. This should take roughly around 30 seconds. You'll know when all the spices have been used up, and that looks pretty good. I might go a little bit more, but I'm going to take this over to the oven and we're going to get it baking. Okay, now our oven, which has been preheating, is nice and hot, and we've got our silicone baking mat. Now I just take the tofu, and I'm going to dump it out on there, and I like to just give it a good spread around, and that should be good. And about 30 to 40 minutes depending, you're going to want to check at 30, but it might take 40 minutes. We're going to have perfectly crispy tofu. All right, our timer just went off. Our tofu looks nice and crispy. Now I'm going to go ahead and get the kitchen cleaned up a little bit. I'm going to get a little bit of these dished up, and I'll see you guys in just a second. I am back. I got the kitchen tidied up. I've got my crispy oil-free tofu pieces that just came out of the oven. I let them cool down a little bit, but I'm excited to go ahead and give them a try. It's got a great crunch to it. They hold together perfectly. You know, nobody really thinks that you can do these type of things without oil, but you just gotta know what to do. You know, don't get all the moisture out of that tofu. Make sure it still has a nice moisture around it. Then you can coat it with the wheat flour or the oat flour as the gluten-free option, and those nice spices. It comes out perfect, and it's something we'll have once or twice a week. You know, we don't have it every day because tofu is a higher fat plant food, right? It's about 40% from fat, or 40% of the calories come from fat, so we do limit it, but we don't totally exclude it because it is really delicious. I will have this with Asian dishes, stir fries, hopefully ones that I will be posting soon. So if you guys go ahead and give this recipe a try, let me know how it goes in the comment section below. And if you're on Facebook at The Plant-Based Gabriel, make sure you go ahead and give the page a like. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button and that little bell to get notified whenever I post new recipe videos. And as always, this recipe and many more can be found on my website, plantbasedgabriel.com. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. I am Plant-Based Gabriel, hoping I will see you very, very soon.